Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very interesting controversy going on today because we do actually have the PlayStation Plus games for August now officially leaked, but of course, that's kind of driving a little bit of controversy. Some people are a little bit worried about it, and overall, I'm going to give you guys a list of what you guys can actually go and get for free in the next upcoming few days as well. We also have a lot of other random general gaming news, so if you guys will just enjoy this nice little quickie video, we'll probably focus a lot on the PS Plus, and we'll actually have a few other stories too as well later on throughout this video. But a lot of cool stuff, a lot of Dead Space stuff, some other good deals, and just a bunch of little things kind of floating around. So as well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, a digital console controller. Amazon links as well for all that good stuff. You guys want to check for warehouse consoles and all that. We also do have the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock and free money. Go and basically guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. And of course, like the video, give your comments down there because we actually have a lot of stories we're going to go talk about. And let's go dive on into it. So, as I mentioned, we actually have a brand new leak as of right now. I'm going to give you guys all the trailers and all the background stuff over here. This actually has upset a lot of gamers because this is one of the world's, in my opinion, worst PlayStation Plus month. Because if you guys don't know, if you guys have an active PlayStation Plus subscription, that means you guys get to have free games. You guys can add it to your account and go from there. So as of now, I'm going to be highlighting up this over here, but it's not as cool. We actually have the three major big leaks on this, where it's literally going to be Hunters Arena Legends, which if you guys saw the state of play a few days ago, I will show you guys the trailer and stuff in a second for it so you guys know the gameplay. Plants vs. Zombies, Battle for Neighborville, okay, and then of course Tennis World 2 for the PS4 over there. So you guys can basically go and see all the information for this is all the PS Plus. 3 games available for download for all the members themselves starting on August 3rd. And don't forget, you guys still actually have time, even if you guys don't have a PlayStation 5, to go get your PlayStation Plus games from the current month of July as well. I'm going to show you guys up some of this stuff over here. I can maybe just have it muted as I'm kind of giving you guys the controversy talk. So, if you guys want to go check out in the games, they're not bad games per se. This actually was highlighted, especially in the last state of play, and it's kind of like a battle type BR slash PvE, like player versus monster, and you basically level up and basically fight and go from this. I am actually not the world's uninterested in this game, if that's the right wording for it. It actually seems like fun enough to maybe go check out for like 1 or 2 or 3 days or so, give or take. But basically, we've also seen other games like this. Like I played, I think it's Naraka, which I actually did a sponsor for up on Twitch, which is a very similar format of kind of more of this like, I almost want to say medieval, but I'm not sure if it's entirely medieval is the right word for it. Basically, it's like you fight monsters, your character levels up, you get different gear, but at the same time, there's also other players, and you go and fight them and check them on out. So it's not necessarily bad. I think it's kind of cool, but when it comes to PS Plus games, especially in comparison to Game Pass, that does go and get day one massive exclusives. A little bit of people are upset, which was rightfully kind of so because we actually have had a lot of really good PlayStation 5 games and also a very good past few months of PlayStation Plus. But of course, not every month can be the best month and best winner, so there's nothing wrong with that. But at least this is a game that I personally will be checking on out. But usually these types of games you'd imagine would be free to play regardless. And I do think it maybe has a launch price point of maybe like $20, $30 or so as well. So, I mean, at least they are giving out for free, but it also didn't help out games such as Demolition All-Stars, that nice racing game that came out on the PS5. But at least it's kind of intriguing, and at least I will probably go check it out. But as I mentioned before, the other 2 games, too, are very lackluster. One of them was that tennis game for the PS4, which I'll show you guys after this trailer is all done, and also, like, the Plants vs. Zombies, which, once again, not the world's worst games, or if you guys are excited to actually play this game that I'm showcasing up right now, feel free to leave a comment down below and let me know. But it does kind of seem in comparison to, say, getting, like, Final Fantasy VII Remake for free and other really cool games as well. Or even like the Hunters, Plague Tale too as well. Like that's just a really good game that a lot of people are like a little bit sad about that they can't actually go and use and well go and get. So a little bit of drama, a little bit of upsetness on here, but I think a lot of people really can't complain too much when it comes to getting free stuff, free games, and everything else. But as well, if you guys are going to be hyped up for this game, feel free to leave a comment down below. I will probably check it out on my Twitch stream, so if you guys want to follow, you guys can always check it out down below. And as well as just, we'll give a little bit of some Tennis World 2 gameplay over here as I kind of finish up the talks on this. Let me know if you guys have actually been utilizing and using your PS Plus subscriptions. As of right now, I'm sure you guys know Game Pass is the overall winner. But at the same time, Game Pass really hasn't had any brand new games or brand new AAA games come out for quite some time. And I just think as of right now, it's usually the summertime. It's a little bit more of a lull when it comes to games, new games coming out, and all of that. So, I mean, I guess I'd rather have a few kind of mediocre months to lead into some really good months of brand new games if I can. But we also did actually see some more game news on this as kind of a nice little segue over here. If you guys want to check out these games, we actually have a lot of stuff going on throughout this. So we actually do have a lot of Dead Space news. So we have a double whammy for Dead Space. This is coming out for PlayStation 5, and I'm extremely excited for it. I did mention in a video a few days ago that we thought it was maybe brand new, but it does seem like it's a remake. But we have actually two really big things for Dead Space. Number one, it has been confirmed, which is kind of like a duh because it is a single player game, that Dead Space the remake actually will not be having any types of microtransactions, which is actually very nice because a lot of people hated Dead Space 3. Awful game, wasn't a good game that people really enjoyed. It didn't really pay a good homage to Dead Space 1 and 2, and also did actually have microtransactions in Dead Space, which just didn't make sense. There's a little bit of multiplayer aspects, but it is mostly a single player game. So as of right now, we do have confirmations that whenever Dead Space does come on out, that it will not be having microtransactions. Love to see this. I love that a lot of games are kind of pushing this and understanding that you don't need to go and shove in microtransactions in every single game, especially if they're a single player game. And as well, we also have some other interesting stuff too as well, of this Reddit thread we saw over here for PC games, saying that there actually is going to be even more brand new original content for Dead Space in the remake itself, because there actually was a lot of stuff that was cut from the original game. So now with the remake floating around, it has been confirmed that we will be having more stuff. So yeah, very cool. So basically creative director Ramon Campos Aurelia spoke about how the team was approaching the remake of the original Dead Space and the assets they actually had access to. Interestingly enough, they explained that the team discovered content that was part of the original level design for Dead Space, but was actually removed, which is now they're actually motivated now to go actually include in the game itself. Started with the original level design of the current original Dead Space, Campos Aurelia explains, what's funny is that you can see some of the iterations that were made prior to ship by the team. In the first chapter, you can see some corridors that they want to do in a certain way, and then you can understand why they changed it for technical constraints or some other reason. As well, beyond that, Motive will also be implementing lore ideas from Dead Space 2 and 3, and even the animated movies. There are some improvements that we want to make to the story, Campos Aurelio said. Not necessarily improvements because those things were not really working in the original, more improvements because of what came after, and we're like, oh man, that's interesting. If we could reference that, or we can make a little link to that. So basically, this is really cool to go and see because this is what we want to see when it comes to game developers. They're trying to make the game better and utilize what people are trying to go do but had those technical limitations on, say for PS3 or old PCs on it. So the fact that they're utilizing this, focusing on this, I just feel like this is going to end up being a very good game. And as someone who was a really big fan of the original Dead Space 1 and 2, this is making me extremely happy, and I can't wait to go and play and stream this as well. We also have a few other little things mixed on in. We also have some really good daily deals going on right now for Best Buy. There's a Black Friday and July sale going on. So in case you guys were trying to go pick up any TVs and such, I know I actually want to maybe pick up a nice LG TV in the future. There's a few of these nice little things and a few different game sales going on for Best Buy and a few other places too as well. Nothing crazy, just kind of keeping you guys in the loop in case you guys did want to go and check and see. We also did see a pretty big PlayStation leak going on over here. This is more so there actually is a brand new winter and summer sale. As of right now, has not been fully able to be clicked on, but they did go and load the assets in the store itself. So in case you guys are on the lookout for any good hot deals, multiplayer games, bestsellers, or indie games, and all that stuff, they actually have been seeing this floating around. There also was, you guys can see on the screen, it's a lot of winter sales, but there also was a lot of summer sales. So we actually might have a chance to go and check out some more of that in the very near future. And lastly, but not leastly over here, we actually have some really cool stuff going on, like a nice little wind down over here for the gaming news, that basically the people over at Respawn Entertainment are now actually hiring designers for a brand new single player team. Just wanted to throw this in the news over here because I've always been a big fan of the Respawn games and all that thing they pretty much have done, Titanfall, Apex, etc. So now they actually have an official tweet over here for Bad Mofo saying, we're developing a brand new single player adventure from Respawn Entertainment. We're a small but ambitious team with a history of dreaming big and making splashes. Come work with us. And it just has a bunch of different other links over here for a lead technical game designer, senior technical game designer, senior combat designer, and senior level designer. So basically always really cool. We have a chance to go and see more games mixed on in. But yeah, we've had a pretty interesting stuff so far. And in case you guys are curious on just all of this news, at least we have some interesting things, but it does seem a little bit sad because it does seem like Sony kind of upset a little bit of people, but at least on the bright side, we've been seeing lots of other little baby bits and pieces of new news. And as well, whenever we have these types of weeks with a lot of information floating around, usually ends up being a good thing because that means that maybe this upcoming week we'll have even more to go and talk about. And then same thing too as well with restock stuff. We'll probably have a little bit more restock news put on later on throughout today. So make sure you guys are on the lookout for all of that. And hopefully, you guys, if you guys find any of these story topics that I talked about throughout this video, leave a comment down below and let me know which ones you guys liked and enjoyed and did the best, or which ones you guys are hyped up for. If there's any PlayStation Plus games you guys are kind of hyped up for too as well. If you guys are gonna be playing Hunter's Arena Legends and all the other good stuff, like if you guys are excited for Dead Space or all the awesome Battlefield 2442 news we've been seeing, because I also can't wait to go play that a lot up on Twitch too as well. So we had a little bit of a fun little story day. Hope you guys didn't mind this nice little, like all these news stories put together, and hopefully you guys all enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys will actually utilize your PS Plus subscriptions. If any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, especially for our brand new PS5 giveaway. Amazon links always linked down below for the PS5 digital console controller, Twitter and Twitch stream as well. And of course, sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stack, free money. Going to basically you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you guys all later on throughout today.